Since we don't have our Honorable VC with us at present, we will request our sponsor, our dear Mr. Vishwanath Chattopadhyay, to deliver, to pay tribute to Pandit Premchandra Tarkabagi Mahashaya. And please.
Namaskar. I will mix with Bengali and English. English for the benefit of our guests and Bengali for you all. Honorable Chief Guest Dr. Shweta Prajapati ji, Director of Oriental Institute, Maharaj Sayaji Rao University, Baroda. Guest of Honor and Speaker, esteemed Professor Rabindra Kumar Panda, Vice Chancellor of Sri Jagannath Sanskrit University, Puri. My dear friend and a chemical engineer, Professor Basav Chaudhary, and very dear learned professors, research scholars, head of the department, Mishra ji, students, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I am honored and immensely delighted to rise and speak in front of this august audience and pay tribute to one of the most distinguished Sanskrit scholars of 19th century, Pandit Premchandra Tarkabagi. I feel extremely blessed and fortunate to have been born in the 5th generation family of this great educationist, social reformer, writer, poet, Sanskrit scholar and editor. Pandit Premchandra Tarkabagi's foundation, in association with Department of Sanskrit, University of Calcutta, every year holds this memorial lecture in Pandit's honor on this birthday. Unfortunately, due to COVID pandemic related restrictions, the endowment lecture had to be cancelled consecutively for 3 years from 2020 to 2022. We have the opportunity today to organize much awaited lecture under the guidance and supervision of the new head of Sanskrit department, Dr. Kamal Mishra ji. রাঢ় প্রদেশে দামোদর নদীর পশ্চিম পার্শ্বে শাকনাড়া গ্রামে প্রেমচন্দ্র তর্কবাগীশের 1806 সালে 12ই এপ্রিল শনিবার পূর্ণিমা রাত্রিতে জন্ম হয়। প্রেমচন্দ্র শৈশব থেকেই সংস্কৃত ও বাংলা সাহিত্যে পারদর্শিতা লাভ করেছিলেন। 1826 খ্রিস্টাব্দে অর্থাৎ কলিকাতা সংস্কৃত কলেজ স্থাপিত হবার 2 বছর পরে প্রেমচন্দ্র সংস্কৃত কলেজে প্রথম প্রবেশ করেন। প্রেমচন্দ্রের ইতিবৃত্তের সহিত মহাবিদ্যালয়ের ইতিবৃত্ত বিশেষভাবে জড়িত। 6 বছর অধ্যয়ন করার পর তিনি 1832 খ্রিস্টাব্দে অলঙ্কার শাস্ত্রে অধ্যাপক রূপে যোগদান করেন। তথায় 38 বছর সুদীর্ঘকাল ছাত্র ও অধ্যাপক রূপে অতিবাহিত করার সংস্কৃত মহাবিদ্যালয়ের ভবিষ্যৎ ও ইতিহাস গড়ে তুলেছিলেন সেই প্রেমচন্দ্র। 32 বছরের অধ্যাপনার অভিজ্ঞতায় প্রেমচন্দ্র বহু কাব্য ও টিকা রচনা করেছেন। 1864 খ্রিস্টাব্দে প্রেমচন্দ্র রাজবৃত্তি নিয়ে বেনারস চলে যান। 1867 খ্রিস্টাব্দে 25 এপ্রিল বেনারসে প্রেমচন্দ্র 61 বছর বয়সে পরলোক গমন করেন। During his collegiate career as a student of Sanskrit college, Premchandra was fond of spending his leisure hours in writing the then Bengali press. Satire poet Ishwar Chandra Gupta was very impressed by the Bengali writing skill and style of Premchandra. Along with Ishwar Gupta and Yogendranath Thakur, he edited first Bengali weekly Sambad Prabhakar. He went on to become foremost opinion maker of the contemporary Bengali society through his extensive writings and editorials in many journals and daily newspapers. His written slogans adorned on the front pages of almost all Bengali magazines and newspapers of 19th century Bengal like Sambad Pratidin, Sambad Bhaskar, Kolikata, Vartavaho, and many others. Among his pupils was distinguished scholar and social reformer Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar, who held Premchandra in highest veneration. Premchandra single-handedly ensured that his dear student Ishwar Chandra became an expert in writing Sanskrit texts and poetry. Premchandra provided much needed psychological and intellectual support to Vidyasagar in his successful mission of widow remarriage. As a man, Premchandra was gifted with noblest qualities of the heart and was seamless impersonation of all that is pure and virtuous. শিক্ষক রূপে তিনি সর্বদা ছাত্রগণের জ্ঞানোন্নতি ও চিত্তোন্নতির বিষয়ে যত্ন করতেন। কৃতি ছাত্রের উদাহরণ দিয়ে তিনি সদাই ছাত্রদের উৎসাহ করেছেন। পণ্ডিত ঈশ্বরচন্দ্র বিদ্যাসাগর, মদনমোহন তর্কালঙ্কার, মহেশচন্দ্র ন্যায়রত্ন, গিরিশচন্দ্র বিদ্যারত্ন, রামনারায়ণ তত্ত্বরত্ন, কৃষ্ণকমল, রামকমল ভট্টাচার্য, শিবনাথ শাস্ত্রী, তারাকুমার কবিরত্ন প্রভৃত কৃতি ও যশস্বী ছাত্রবর্গ তর্কবাগীশের অধ্যাপনার কৃতি। Famous Oriental scholars like Horace Hayman Wilson, Professor E.B. Cowell, James Spencer, David Hare, Professor Thomas Griffith were his pupils and admirers. They held high opinion in the abilities and scholastics of the Pandit. His successful contribution in deciphering ancient inscriptions on rocks and copper plaques, reminiscent of Gupta, Maurya and Ashokan dynasty, written in Pali, Prakrit and Sanskrit language, helped James Spencer of Asiatic Society to translate them into English and publish them for the benefit of Oriental scholars and historians. প্রেমচন্দ্র টিকাকারক বলে সাহিত্যের ব্যবসায়ীগণের নিকটে চিরদিন পরিচিত থাকবেন, তদ বিষয়ে সন্দেহ নেই। তার প্রণীত নৈষধ চরিতম, রাঘব পাণ্ডবীয়, উত্তর রামচরিত, অনর্ঘ রাঘব, কাব্যাদর্শ টিকা অবদান যে বহুমূল্য তাতে সংশয় নেই। যে সময়ে প্রেমচন্দ্র পূর্বনৈষদ ও রাঘব পাণ্ডবীয় গ্রন্থের টিকা রচনা করেন, তখন বঙ্গদেশে কোনো কাব্যগ্রন্থের মল্লিনাথ কৃত টিকা প্রকাশিত হয়নি। এই সকল কাব্য, বিশেষত কাব্যাদর্শের টিকায় যে প্রকার পাণ্ডিত্য প্রকটিত হয়েছে, সেখানে প্রেমচন্দ্র প্রাচীন সম্প্রদায়ের লোক বলে অনুমিত হয়ে থাকেন। তিনি মহাকবি কালিদাসের প্রত্যেকটি মহাকাব্যের টিকা করেছেন। এছাড়া কয়েকখানি নতুন বই প্রেমচন্দ্র তর্কবাগীশ লিখেছিলেন। প্রথম বই পুরুষোত্তম রাজাবলী চতুর্থ পর্ব পর্যন্ত লেখা হয়েছিল, সম্পূর্ণ হলে এটি একটি মহাকাব্য রচিত হতে পারে। নানার্থ সংগ্রহ নামক এক অভিধান লিখেছিলেন। এতে আকার আদি থেকে মকার আদি শব্দ পর্যন্ত সংগ্রহিত হয়েছে। তৃতীয় একখানি নতুন অলঙ্কার গ্রন্থ, এতে রস ও গুণাদির নিরূপণ প্রণালী যেরূপ বিশদভাবে রচিত হয়েছিল, সম্পূর্ণ হলে বইটি পণ্ডিত সমাজে অবশ্যই সমাদৃত হতে, তাতে কোনো সন্দেহ নেই। এই বইগুলি সম্পূর্ণ হবার আগেই প্রেমচন্দ্রর জীবনাবসান হয়। This year we are celebrating 200 years of birth of anniversary of Banglar Mahamanav Pandit Ishwarchandra Vidyasagar. We all are aware the contribution of Vidyasagar on our educational, social, cultural standings. As a student of Calcutta Sanskrit College, Ishwarchandra was pupil of many erudite professors, and one professor who mentored Ishwar was none other than Pandit Premchandra. Ishwar was born in 1823. When Premchandra was 17 years old. Premchandra came to study at Calcutta University College in the year 1826 after 2 years of the establishment of the college. Secretary H.S. Wilson took Premchandra's interview and admitted him to the college as a student. In 1832, at the age of 26, Premchandra was the youngest to become professor of rhetoric in Sanskrit College. Let me tell you a story between Pandit Premchandra and Ishwarchandra Vidyasagar. As we know, one of the best books of rhetoric of Alankar Shastra used to be Sahitya Darpan. And those days, Sahitya Darpan's commentary by Ramcharan was not been published as a book. Premchandra had copied Ramcharan's commentary of Sahitya Darshan in his own handwriting and used to keep his copy in the classroom of rhetoric class. Some students used to take pages from this manuscript home for study, but sometimes Premchandra never used to get the pages as they were lost during the teaching in the classroom. So he ordered that nobody should take the pages from the manuscript at home. After a few days of his order, one day Premchandra had to come out early from the college on some personal work. In the absence of the teacher, Ishwarchandra took few pages of the manuscript and was going to his residence. At that time it was raining heavily. Ishwar fell on the ground while negotiating the waterlogging on the street. Due to this fall, his dress and books and along with all the pages of the manuscript became wet. Worried, Ishwar did not know what to do. He found a VN shop across the road and spread his uttariyo around the fire chula and put all the wet pages of the manuscript on that of the uttariyo. At that time, unfortunately, Premchandra was walking by the same road. and he found Ishwar Chandra without any uttariya and standing bare body. On sighting Ishwar, Premchandra called him and asked what happened. Ishwar was not expecting this and shocked to see Gurudev. At last, Ishwar had to confess to Premchandra and express his regret for not obeying Premchandra's his instructions. Tarkabagi offered his uttariya to Ishwar. However, Ishwar did not take it. Then Tarkabagi called a hand-pulled rickshaw and took Ishwar to his residence and gave him a new set of clothes. Premchandra asked him, be easy and relax. Next day, Ishwar went to classroom, promised not to disobey instruction of the Gurudev, and he also made other students to make similar promise. Now I shall explain why did I explain this story. Renowned rhetorician Ram Charan, who had written the commentary of Sahitya Darpan, was related to Premchandra. Ram Charan was cousin brother of Premchandra's great-great-grandfather, Muni Ram. Sahitya Darpan was written by Kaviraj Vishwanath Das, who was a prolific poet, scholar and rhetorician from Kalinga. Vishwanath ascended to the literary heights during reigns of two successive Ganga rulers of Odisha. So we have deliberated names like Vishwanath Kaviraj, his creation Sahitya Darpan, rhetorician Ram Charan, Premchandra Tarkabagi, Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar, and to complete the circle today, we are fortunate to have with us another professor from Odisha, Sri Ravindra Kumar Panda, Vice Chancellor of Sri Jagannath Sanskrit University. Ravindra Babu completed his Acharya and Visishta Acharya in Nyaya from Sanskrit University, the Jagannath Sanskrit University, Puri. He is from Hatasai of Jajpur district, Odisha. He had received University Gold Medal for securing highest marks in Acharya for SJSP in 1984. Later, Professor Panda moved to MS University and was professor of Sanskrit department. He has more than 30 years of teaching experience. In September 2022, he was appointed as Vice Chancellor of Sri Jagannath Sanskrit University. I also must mention about today's chief guest, Dr. Shweta Prajapati. Shwetaji is an erudite Sanskrit scholar. He received his doctorate in Sanskrit from MS University, Baroda. Her subjects of specializations are Alankar Shastra, Nyaya Shastra, Manuscriptology, Modern Sanskrit Literature. Presently, Shwetaji is officiating post of Director of Oriental Institute at Maharaja Sayaji Rao University. On behalf of Premchandra Tarkabagi's Foundation, I sincerely thank Professor Panda and Dr. Prajapati for honoring our invitation. We are blessed to have you with you. With this, I conclude my speech. Thank you for your patience.